Okay, you guys, this is take two. I made this dish and it was absolutely gorgeous tasting. I freeze dried it and there are some changes I need to make. Mainly what I did, just to give you a heads up so you don't make the same mistake I did, I bought a cubed stewing steak, which was a quality stewing steak. It was nice and tender, and I cooked that in the chunks about 1 inch by 1 inch square and everything else, and freeze dried it. And when we went to rehydrating it, those chunks, they don't rehydrate quick enough for me. I know I could put it in some liquid and put it away for 20 minutes or an hour or two, but I'm looking for meals that we can add hot water to and eat it in 3 to 5 minutes. About 5 minutes, you know. So I change that up a little bit, and also I put my vegetables in the crock pot when I cook my beef stew teriyaki at the beginning, and they dissolved. So we're gonna change that up a little bit, and we're gonna add the peppers and onions later on in the cooking process. So what do we got here? We got 1 pound of beef, lean beef. Now I got top sirloin beef because that's what was on sale. 8-ounce packages for $5, so that's $10 a pound. That was the sale price. My gosh, beef is just getting ridiculous. So we got that, 1 pound of beef, 4 cloves of garlic, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 1/2 tablespoon of sesame oil, 1/8 cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup soy sauce, and 1/4 cup of bouillon. Almost forgot my most important ingredient, 1/2 cup of teriyaki sauce. Since we're making teriyaki beef, we better have some teriyaki sauce. Just use your favorite teriyaki sauce. Alright, so this is a dump and go recipe, and I need to get this in because it's kind of late at night, but we're going to get it done tonight so I can get it in the freezer and freeze dry it tomorrow. So let's dump our whole beef in there. I didn't have any good roast on there for sale, about 1 pound in weight, that were affordable, so I just bought these steaks. Those were good. Put those on make sure they're on the bottom, I guess. Those would come out nice and tender. Alright, so let's put in our 4 cloves of garlic, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 1/2 tablespoon of sesame oil, 1/8 of a cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of soy sauce, 1/4 cup of beef bouillon, and 1/2 cup of teriyaki sauce. I got the one with sesame seeds in it. Alright. Now let's turn that on low. Give that a little mix. Make sure our meat gets it all coated in that meat. Alright. We'll get that covered. And I'm thinking probably about 5 or 6 hours, but we'll come back and I'll let you know how long. So I'll see you when this is ready to add the vegetables. See you then. Okay, so we've been cooking this about 4 hours. Let's see what it looks like on the inside here. Yeah, that meat is starting to fall apart tender. Perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our onion and our pepper and we're just going to dump that into the crock pot. Like I say, last time I did this, I put it in at the beginning and my peppers and onion just dissolved. Flavored it real nice, but I lost the looks of the peppers and the onion. We want that looks in there too. Alright. Just kind of get that them all covered up in that juice a little bit. Onions kind of broken up a little bit. Alright. So, what we'll do is we'll cover that and we will let that cook another hour on low just to let those vegetables start to get nice and tender, and that'll be done. And let me tell you, that smells delicious. Alright, so I'll see you in an hour. Alright, so that has been another hour with those vegetables in there. That just softened them up just a little bit. Let's fish out our beef. And let's give that a shred. Look at that. That's what we're talking about. Nice tender beef. Now that's going to rehydrate nicely. Why didn't you do that in the first place, John? You know better. Seven years of freeze drying, you should know better by now. Alright, let's put that back into the pot. Oh, wait a minute, I see another piece of meat there I missed. Don't want to miss any meat. Alright, now let's put that back in there. Give it a nice stir. Oh man, does that look delicious or what? You know that looks good. Oh yeah. Much better than my first batch. Alright, so let's turn that off. We're going to let that cool down a little bit and then we'll get it trayed up. I will see you then. Alright, it's still a little bit hot, but we're going to go ahead and tray this up. Now, I don't know if we'll get a full 2.5 pounds out of this. We'll see. 2.53. I think we need to get a close-up of that just because it looks so pretty. What do you think of that? That looks delicious. Alright, so we're going to let this finish cooling down. Once it's cooled down, we'll get that in the freezer, get it frozen solid, and next time you see it, it'll be coming out of the freeze dryer. This is going to be delicious. I look forward to that. So, we'll see you when it comes out of the freeze dryer. Alright, there we have it. 40 hours in the freeze dryer, and my beef teriyaki is done. Looks nice and dry. Now, I am not going to spend a lot of time on this because I got 3 different videos to record from this load. So we're going to get this moving pretty quick. So what I've got here is, in my pouches, I have 70 grams of my freeze-dried chicken fried rice. And I will pin it in the comments below. I will pin a link to the video from making this chicken fried rice. It's super easy to make, and it's very good and rehydrates beautifully. So 70 grams I put in each one of these pouches for my serving, and we're going to add 1 square of beef teriyaki. Now this is obviously something that you're going to want to use some kind of liner in your tray with. I of course use the Herb's Right silicone trays, liners. So 1 square going in. I'm just going to break that up in half and drop those in there. And then we'll go ahead and zip that shut for now, just while we get these packaged, and then we'll come back and put an O2 absorber in each one of those. So I'll be right back. Alright, so we got those all packaged with the beef teriyaki inside the pouch and the fried rice. I could have packaged the teriyaki separately, but to be honest with you, I'm going to eat this and I want it to rehydrate and everything in 5 minutes and just have a meal. So I'm going to rehydrate it all together. If you wanted to do it separately and make it look pretty when you dish it out, then you could put the beef in a Ziploc bag or something, a sandwich bag. Do not seal it. Just roll it up and stick it in the bag. And then when you rehydrate, you can rehydrate them separately. But in an emergency situation, or out camping, or just even if you were in the office or just want a quick meal, it's just so much easier just to mix it all together and rehydrate it. Not as quite as pretty, but it tastes just as good. Alright, so, and another thing I did that I don't normally do is I zipped these shut as I was going along. That's because it's very humid today, and we want to try and cut back on any moisture we can get in this product. So I went ahead and zipped them shut as I was filling them. We will open them up and put a O2 absorber here in a second. But there's another point I wanted to bring out. The beef teriyaki is very sticky from the sugary stuff in it. So number 1, you want to use a liner. Number 2, you're going to end up with sticky stuff on your fingers. We do not want to wash that off until everything is sealed up and heat sealed shut. No chance of moisture getting in there. Then we'll wash our hands. Now you might end up with some sticky stuff from your fingers on the pouches. We can easily just wipe those off once they're sealed and get them nice and clean if you leave fingerprints. But these are points I want to just bring up to you because I don't talk about them normally, but it's just common sense. The food is dry. We don't want to introduce any moisture at all to it. Alright, let me get this taken away, and we'll get my sealer out and we'll get these O2'd up and sealed. Be back in a second. Okay, while that's heating up, let's go ahead and get these O2 absorbers up. Again, I don't open these until the last second, so that we know that they're nice and fresh. Open the pouch, tuck an O2 absorber in there, seal it back again with the Ziploc, and set it off to the side. Now I'll do the rest of these off camera while that's heating up, and I'll be right back. Alright, timing is perfect. The light has gone out telling me this is all ready to heat seal. So we'll throw one of those on there. And I'll be right back. And last one. Alright, turn that off. Now we'll leave these out for a day or two just to make sure everything stayed nice and sealed on it. And I got 2 more meals to package, so I'm going to move on real quick. And later today, I am going to come back and we're going to rehydrate one of these for the taste test and for this 1 of 3 videos. So now I'll move these off to the side. Now that we've finished with that, I can wipe down my table, wash my hands, and we'll move on to the next one. All right, we had a whirlwind there. Get all that package and everything. I still need to get this video up tonight. And for my viewers out there, I didn't get one out for you Friday, so I'm going to do my best to get this edited tonight and get it out for you Saturday. I might make Saturday my new day. You'll have to let me know what you think on that. Fridays might not be a good day to upload videos. I don't know. Maybe that would improve my viewers. We'll see. We'll see what happens with this Saturday upload. All right. So, we are ready to do some beef teriyaki. We got there in the end. And this was absolutely gorgeous fresh. Came out really pretty looking. So let's see what it's going to be like freeze dried. Now I packaged this to just mix all together. You could have packaged it like I did my Mongolian beef, which is put the beef teriyaki in a Ziploc bag and rehydrated it separately. But to be honest with you, the way I'm going to eat it, the way I'm going to prepare it for me, it's just a lot easier to do it all in one go. I don't have to have 2 separate containers filling it with water and balancing it out, and it tastes good that way. So that's the way I'm going to do it. So we just combined it all in one pouch. All right. Now, past experience has shown me when I use 70 grams of my chicken fried rice, I've been adding a cup of water. But I don't want to tempt fate. So we're going to start off with our standard 3/4 of a cup, because the old freeze drying, what is that quote? Stands, you know, you can always add more water, but you can't take none away. So, and I don't want it too soggy. So there we go. So I put 3/4 of a hot cup of hot water from my Keurig in there. We're going to let that sit for 2 minutes, and I'll be back in 2 minutes. All right. That's been 2 minutes. Let's give it a stir. Now we'll kind of have an idea whether we need to add the rest of that water. And I'm going to say, no, I do not. So I'm glad I didn't add it. All right. So let's let that sit for another. That tastes good. 2 minutes. Yes, sirree. There we have it. That has been another 2 minutes. Total of 4 minutes. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, that looks so good in there. Now you guys know the reason I love these pouches is because we can eat these right out of the pouch because they're kind of like a big bowl. But we like to dish it up so you can see what it looks like reconstituted. Look at that. Does that look good? You know it does. All those beautiful colored vegetables in there. That nice teriyaki sauce. And we want to get it all, because that's the way I roll. That is good. All right. So, here we go. Let's see if this came out. Oh, man. That is gorgeous. Just the right amount of sauce. The beef. And this is chicken fried rice, so we got some chicken in there as well. And vegetables, which is red peppers and onions. That's just a beautiful meal. Look at that. That came out beautiful. I'd be proud to serve that on any plate. There we go. I am happy with that. So, we overcame a disaster. It has been a rough week this week. Had two major failures, which means I had to start from scratch on 2 recipes. I have to squeeze the third one in there so that we can get this video out. So I am going to take this bowl of beef teriyaki into the computer room with me and start editing this video so we can get it out tonight. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope if you did enjoy it that you'll give a like and subscribe to me. That's how us YouTubers survive, you know. No likes, no subscribes. YouTube don't put our videos out. So, nobody gets to see them. So, I thank you for watching. I thank you for all my supporters out there and the people who comment. I thank you for that. But my channel supporters, you're what's keeping me going. You know, that $1.99 a month doesn't sound like a lot, and especially after YouTube takes their cut, but it really makes a difference, and that's the only thing keeping me going, to be honest with you. So I really, really do appreciate you guys. Thank you for your support. And I thank you all my viewers for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time. We'll see you then.